Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you are a first-time visitor, welcome and thank you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some more embellishments that I have made for my Wizard of Oz junk journal. I am making two journals. The one I am working on right this minute is this one, which is a cover, a Wizard of Oz book cover that I repurposed to make my journal. So if you have not seen, I think I have two videos up so far. Video number one is where I show, at least partially, the process for making this cover, and I will throw up a card for that video right here so that you can go check it out. And then in the second video that I shared with you, I shared my process for making these little hang tags, double-sided hang tags for my journal, using some stamps, some metal rings or discs, and my die cut machine. So if you didn't see that video, I will put up a card for that video right there so that you can go check it out. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some embellishments that I made using some vintage slide mounts. This is not the first time that I am doing a project with slide mounts. In fact, I think I have one, maybe two videos on slide mounts. So I will put up a card, a lot of cards today, people. I will throw up a card for one of those videos right here. Okay, and somewhere down the line, I'll throw up a card showing another video on how I altered slide mounts. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about when I say slide mounts, these are the slide mounts I am talking about. I purchased a whole lot of these vintage slide mounts from Diane H. Her Etsy shop is Pretty Pink Cottage. I don't know that she has any more of these, but I will put a link to her shop down below so that you can go check out her shop. And if she doesn't have it anymore, just do a quick little search. I get mine through Etsy. Do a quick little search for vintage slide mounts and I'm sure something will pop up in somebody's shop. But let me share with you what I made. Check these out. By altering some of these slide mounts and using some digital downloads. Now, the digital downloads, I have so many digital downloads that right now, off the top of my head, I don't remember what shop I got these from, but I will research it and I will link that down below so that you can go check that out. But what these are, the images anyway, are a set, I think it's 2 pages, maybe it's 1 page, I don't remember, of Wizard of Oz themed images, and they are for dominoes, domino size, I think. And these are just some of the ones I still have that I will be incorporating in my book. But I love these little images, and I'm always looking for ways to incorporate little images like this throughout my projects. Lately I've been doing that with slide mounts, but I'm sure I can think of quite a few other ways to go ahead and incorporate these into my project. But in this video, I'm going to share with you my slide mounts. So I use heat embossing powder, my heat tool, to basically transform this to this. Okay, so I thought I would share one, or like walk you through, well, not walk you, I'm actually going to do it. Do one of the slide mounts here. That way you can see just how super easy this is to do, especially if you already have the heat embossing powder and the sticky ink and a heat tool. That's really much all you need. So first thing I did was I have this embossing stamp pad. There's the company that makes it, and I've had this for a long long time. So essentially what I do is I take my slide mount and I just rub this sticky ink. That's all this is. This is just a sticky ink, for lack of a better word, that is going to help the embossing powder to adhere onto whatever surface you stick this onto. So I'm really loving this rose gold color right here. So I'm going to make another of these rose gold slide mounts, because even if I don't use it for this project, it's such a pretty color. I'm sure I will be able to use it in any other projects down the road. So I use all types of embossing powder. I'm not I don't have a particular brand that I gravitate to, except that whatever's on sale, that's what I grab. For me, most of the time it's either Lawn Fawn, Adirondack is another brand I seem to have a lot of, and Nuvo. They've all must have been on sale at one point or another. But this rose gold here is really, really pretty. This one's by Lawn Fawn. That's the one I'm going to do. So again, make sure I have plenty of the sticky ink on it. I'm going to move that paper to the side because it has tons of sticky ink on it, and I don't want my embossing powder to adhere to the paper and waste all of this gorgeousness. So once you have the sticky ink on your slide mount, just go ahead, apply a coat of whatever embossing powder you're going to use. Spill any excess onto your sheet. I try not to tap it too much. I know some people like to tap or flick the back of whatever they put whatever they put embossing powder on to get the excess off, but I don't want to do that. I am not a flicker. I try not to be anyway. Sometimes I find myself doing it, but I try not to. I'm going to pour any extra powder I have in there. I'm not wasting any of this. And I've had all of these powders for a good long while. I don't heat emboss very often, but I do. Do it often enough. Let me put it that way. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's such an easy way to get some amazing results. Now, you need a heat tool. I have this Dari's heat tool. I couldn't even tell you where I purchased it. It might have been Amazon. I will look through Amazon and see if I find something similar to this, if not this exact same one, and drop a link down below. If it's an Amazon link, my friends, it'll be an affiliate link. It doesn't change the price of the item. It just means if you order through my link, I get a little percentage of your purchase. So it's a good way for me to at least try to support my channel. So I would really appreciate it if you use those links. If not, that's cool too. So here is the slide mount with the heat emboss powder. I'm going to turn my heat tool on right now, so it's going to get a little bit loud. So if you have headphones on, lower the volume. If your kids are asleep in the room, mute this. Point is, it's going to get loud. So right now, loud. I'm just going to give the heat tool a few seconds to heat up. I'm going to go ahead. Hopefully you can see this. see the change happening. This is a great heat tool. Warms up really, really quick. And just so that you can see the difference, you see the side where the powder has melted, and then the other side it hasn't. See the difference? So I'm going to turn this over. Do be careful because it does get pretty hot. Typically I would use a pair of tweezers or some kind of tool to hold whatever it is I'm heating up, but the first time I did that on one of these slide mounts, I ended up with a little bald patch because the powder stuck to the tool and not the slide mount. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And then what you can do, once this is cooled down, you can actually stamp over that to create a pattern or more interest so it doesn't look so flat. I thought about doing that for the slide mounts that I thought about doing that for these, but I didn't. I did do it. What I did do was this red one and this red one right here. What I did is after I heat embossed them, I wasn't a big fan of the red embossing powder that I had. It wasn't as vibrant. It didn't give me a Wizard of Oz vibe. So I took an ink stamp, my archival ink, and I just rubbed it on top of the embossing powder to just deepen the color some. It's still drying. And for another one, what I did was I used, where's that other? Oh, I used this ink pad, which is a pigment ink with some like glitter in it. I pressed the slide mount into that as well. It is taking forever to dry, so I'm being very careful with the red ones, and hopefully those will work out. Those are truly experiments. I don't know what's going to happen there. I think it'll work out. So if it ends up being a flop, I will give you an update on those, but I can't imagine that the ink won't dry. So I made a bunch of these in silver and green and gold, and I think I used all of, oh, and here's the rose gold, and here's the red. So these are absolutely gorgeous and super easy to make. So different way to embellish your junk journals, different way to use up some of these slide mounts. And with these slide mounts, really, the possibilities are endless, which is why I'm so obsessed with them lately. You can use them to create tuck spots in your books. You can use them to create tabs in your books. Just fold it over and you have these amazing tabs. You can pull them apart and stack them so that it looks like a movie reel. I mean, possibilities are endless with these. I absolutely love them, and anytime I get the opportunity, I love picking them up. So there it is, my friend, a quick little project. I'm going to continue working on these journals, and hopefully sometime this week I could finish at least one of them up so that I can do a flip through of one and then start the other. All that's left really is for me to embellish my pages and create a couple of charms. And I think I'll be able to finish at least one of them this week. You know me, I'm so slow, guys. I'm such a slow crafter. That's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you for watching, my friends. I truly do appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next video. Until next time, bye-bye.